Christmas came early for Coach Anderson and the Tigers when Missouri ended a 9-year losing streak against the Fighting Illini.
We didn't know the 9 years. All I knew was I cried after we lost to them my freshman year, and I was in my dorm room on Christmas Eve just sick, distraught. And I just seen all those Mizzou fans just sick because I knew how big that game was.
Kim English's 5 3-pointers helped lead Mizzou to an 81-68 victory.
I was just in complete focus and complete attack mode, and I think we as a team played one of our most complete games of the year that night in St. Louis.
Freshman Michael Dixon added 16 points and 5 assists in the bragging rights game. The Tigers returned to the friendly confines of Mizzou Arena to finish the non-conference schedule, beating Austin Peay and UMKC before facing the Georgia Bulldogs on January 2nd. Sophomore forward Lawrence Bowers scored 17 points in the first half, and the Tigers forced 23 turnovers to win 89-61.
3-on-1 right side for Tiller. Floats it up off the front.
Mizzou finished the non-conference season with a 12-3 mark after beating Savannah State by 29 points. The Tigers opened Big 12 play against 11th-ranked Kansas State on Saturday, January 9th. It was a hard-fought battle that saw 56 fouls and 41 turnovers. Down by 5 after a Wildcat 14-2 run in the second half, Marcus Denman scored 9 of his 14 points in the final 6 minutes to put the Tigers up 66-63. Jacob Pullen tied the game with a 3-pointer before Zaire Big Shot Taylor hit one himself.
Bang! You buried it. Big shot, Zaire Taylor.
Lawrence Bowers sealed the deal with a slam dunk, and the Tigers won 74-68. The Tigers needed overtime to take care of business against the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Texas Tech scored 13 points in the final minute to send the game into the extra frame. Marcus Denman and Kim English each scored 20 points to help lead the team to a 94-89 win. 3 days later, Mizzou headed to Norman, Oklahoma to face the Sooners. The Tigers jumped out to a 10-0 lead and led 32-27 at half. Lawrence Bowers had 15 points and 10 rebounds, but the Tigers lost by 5. The Nebraska Cornhuskers visited Mizzou Arena on January 23rd. The Tigers welcomed them with a 70-53 win. Miguel Paul led the team with 15 points. Zaire Taylor added 12, and Justin Safford grabbed 11 rebounds to win their 31st consecutive game at home. Next up for Missouri, a showdown with border rival Kansas. The Tigers were no match for one of the nation's best teams as Kansas won 84-65. Coming off of the tough loss, MU looked to return to the win column against Oklahoma State. Red hot shooting from behind the arc.
Dixon, here comes a 3. Left side of the key, Taylor, another 3.
And 24 turnovers forced helped the Tigers win by 15. Missouri came into the game against Texas A&M with a 32-game home court winning streak. The Tigers trailed the Aggies by as many as 8 in the first half until this 3-pointer from Justin Safford tied the game at 33. Mizzou led most of the second half but couldn't score for more than 10 minutes, and the Aggies won by 3.
We win that Texas A&M game, we'll probably finish second place in the Big 12. Not to mention, we'll still keep our home winning streak.
Games against Colorado and Iowa State put the Tigers back on track before another tough loss on the road against Baylor. Missouri fought back and took its first lead with 47 seconds left, but it wasn't enough, and Baylor won 64-62. The Tigers fell to 6-4 in Big 12 play.
We won't be able to see it now, but hopefully next January, when we're in a tough Big 12 game and it'll click. We were here before. We were down 1 at Baylor, and we need this rebound right here. Guys, come on, let's get this rebound.
I think the key is now is to use those experiences, because it's going to happen again, especially in this year. So hopefully the young guys that we had that were sophomores have went through the wars, and even a guy like Justin, they've been through enough of those games that it'll pay off the next time we're in those particular games.